Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a whip and chat, so pull out whatever you're working on and let's work together. Firstly, what are you working on? I am working on Flamingo Falls by Dreamer Design. Legally licensed from Anne-Marie Bone. This is a 50 by 40. It's a square. It's got 36 colors and 2 AB. First and foremost, full disclosure, I am enjoying a Red Bull against my better judgment. I got off work at 10:30, got home by 11, showered and in bed around 11:30. Couldn't fall asleep till 1. For some reason, my body was like, hey, let's wake up at 5. So I have been up since 5. It's fine. It's really fine. Let's talk about a couple things that have been happening lately. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much to Maritza from Kiss My Crafts. She gave me a shout out on her last whip and chat, and she brought me some of you guys, so thank you so much for coming. I hope that you enjoy what we're doing on this, well, what I'm doing on this channel. And I hope you stay. And if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, please leave them down below. Let's get started. I am struggling on this canvas. I really am. I want so badly to love this canvas. And first of all, it's called Flamingo Falls. There is a flamingo, which is one of my favorite animals. My first favorite animal would definitely be a cat. But flamingos are a close second because I lived in Maine for almost 2 years. And the whole time I was there, anytime I thought of flamingos, it just really reminded me of home. So even though I am back here in Florida, I really love flamingos. Flamingos hold a nice little special place in my heart. One of my wonderful coworkers in Maine, when we first got there and we didn't have anything, what am I doing using this pen? She took me to a shoe store and bought me a pair of shoes, and I paid her back little by little over, I think, a month. I miss her dearly. I cannot wait to go back to Maine now that we are no longer in that situation, and kind of just see all the people that became really good friends and kind of like family. So that is why I love flamingos. Now, since we said a positive thing, let me tell you a negative thing. This canvas is giving me a migraine. This canvas is incredibly difficult to work on. When I first decided to order from Dreamer Designs, after having watched several people's unboxings, reviews, what have you, regarding the Dreamer Design, overwhelmingly, the majority that I watched all said the same thing. The canvas colors are very saturated. But at the time, that was Dreamer Design, the initial run. So if you aren't familiar with Dreamer Designs, and I'm not particularly familiar with them either, but if you don't know, they had 2 runs, or have 2 runs. They have Dreamer Designs Original, which people in the community now call 1.0. And then they have Dreamer Designs 2.0. It's the same company, same website. It's just revamped. When I was listening to people say things about Dreamer Designs and them being extremely, what's the word for it? Saturated colors. It was mostly about 1.0. Then when we started to get videos from 2.0's round, no one ever finished a canvas that I saw. I mean, I'm sure people did, obviously. But no one that I had seen had finished a canvas. I got a kitty here. Excuse me while I pull it out. This is not a pet-friendly craft. Oh my gosh. There we go. No one that I was watching had a completed Dreamer Designs 2.0 canvas. So I had seen people say that they had changed things and that it was better, I guess. But it's not. The saturation of the colors is real, y'all. Okay. Just for an example, can you see this color right here? Let me see if I can bring it to you. You see where those little tiny H's go? Watch this. I'm going to put some down. Look at that, and look at the color next to it. Do you see that? The saturation is beyond real. I am having this problem with many colors. It is not a one-off. A lot of the pink symbols, like I'll show you. For example, this symbol right here, you can't see it. Let me do it again. This symbol right here, see the arrow? Let me pull that one out. So I'm going to place it in a spot of 3, and you can see the color of the symbol above it and below it, and the color of the gem. Where is it? Right here. Do you see that? Do you see the difference in color? And that is happening with almost every single symbol, with exception of the darker symbols. The drills are actually darker in those. But the colors are obviously very beautiful and very vibrant and bright. And ordinarily this would be a compliment. Ordinarily this would be something that people are like really enjoying. The vibrancy of a canvas. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Problem. The drills don't match in vibrancy. I mean, they're pretty colors. Okay. Oh wow, it actually looks a lot better in camera than it does looking at it. Okay. All right, I was gonna complain, but I can see it in the camera and it looks pretty good. Oh, bummer, I can't complain. But up close, okay, look here. Up close, what is that? What is that? Tell me what that is. I'll tell you what it is. It's this corner of the canvas and it looks nothing like it. But when you pull it away, it does look like it. But like you gotta admit, this is like, if I bring it close, you can see how like there's just like, it's just what is happening. But it does look a lot better farther away, and it does look better in camera. I'm one of those people who likes to get really close to my diamond painting when I'm doing it, so that could be part of the reason that I wasn't seeing it. But in my opinion, It is a beautiful canvas. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But the color saturation is crazy. I actually had to stop working over here. I finished this little bit. I had a couple spots missing last night, and I finished it last night. But I had to move over here where there was more darker colors or lighter colors and not vibrancy, because this whole section here had given me such a migraine that I'm actually not even enjoying doing this. I'm really upset about it because, again, I love flamingos, and it's a 50 by 40. I smashed Mad Kitty in a week. I should have no problem doing a 50 by 40 in a week or two when I did, what is that, a 51 by 71 in a week? I mean, this should be like, you know, it should be super easy, but it is not. And I think in a previous video I had commented on my stance on confetti versus color blocking. I would like to publicly redact my statement. I don't think I like confetti. I think I like confetti and shading. Like, for example, Mad Kitty and Neverland, the two canvases that I just recently completed. The confetti in that one was very much shading. So it would have 3 or so colors in one area to produce shading. And it would have like different parts to it would be confetti. Like, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything in Mad Kitty. Mad Kitty was pretty much color blocking and shading. But Neverland had like a little bit of confetti, and I really enjoyed it because it was to produce a better image. Overall, it was to enhance it and make it look not more realistic, but more like less, like these are little gems that we're putting on things. And because of the size of this versus pixels, it looks very pixelated. So Neverland didn't look pixelated because of the shading, whereas this, it just, for me, I know you can't see what I'm seeing because you're farther away, and it actually looks super good in camera, and I'm a little, not gonna lie, I'm a little pissed that I don't have a thing to complain about right now. I actually think it looks really good in camera, like really good. I will insert just a couple pictures of the canvas that I had taken prior to this video. I'll insert them now. So those were just a couple images of the canvas from my perspective. So you can see that I'm not just complaining to complain, I swear. It does look really good in camera though. So, I mean, that's encouraging me at least. I mean, it makes me a little bit more excited about the project. It does nothing for my headache, which actually is the reason I'm drinking a Red Bull, because I have not had caffeine in a couple days. And in order to prevent a caffeine headache and a migraine headache, we will be drinking Red Bull. I am really liking the colors of this though, so at least that is one thing I can say. I do enjoy the colors. I do not really enjoy the headaches, but that is part of the process for this one. Fortunately, this isn't like a DAC situation. This is not like a Diamond Art Club situation where I went like full-blown balls to the wall, spent so much money, acquired so many canvases in a short amount of time, only to find out that I don't particularly enjoy working on them. Fortunately, I love Diamond Art Club, and I haven't complained about any of the things at all from them. Unfortunately, with Dreamer Designs, I'm really hoping it's just this canvas because it is so incredibly bright and vivid in the thumbnail. I'm hoping it's just this canvas because I do have two more. I have one from 1.0, which I want to do pretty soon after I finish this one because I want to do a 1.0 versus 2.0 video. And then I have one more Dreamer Designs canvas. If I remember, I will try to link the unboxing in the eye. I just recently learned how to do that because in one of the videos that I have pre-filmed, I said that and I went, oh no, I don't know how to do that. So I learned. This whole YouTube thing is very new for me. I have been a watcher and a lurker of YouTube for forever. Honestly, like I was in middle school for the whole entire throwback Rusty Spoons. Is anybody messed up in the head enough to remember the Rusty Spoons? No, what's his name? Salad Fingers? Is that it? Something like that. I'll see if I can find one and I'll link it just so that I can show you. So I have been watching YouTube for many, many years now. Like Annoying Orange, Fred, that was all from me in my time in middle school. Oh my gosh, this is going to turn into a let's reminisce about YouTube video. But does anybody remember that let's get some shoes video? Oh my goodness. Oh, and the evolution of dance. I probably watched that one. I was fascinated because that was one of the first YouTube videos. I was incredibly fascinated by that particular video. I watched it I don't know how many times as a kid. What were we talking about? Yeah, I need help. Talking about YouTube. Yeah, so I've been a watcher for a while, but as far as YouTube, I'm very, very new to it. Only been going about a month at this time. No, I think by the time this video goes up, which full disclosure, I'm filming this on a Sunday because I cannot film it on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So, by the time this video goes up, it will be a week and a month, I think. I don't know. I think the reason I don't like confetti is because I keep looking for the symbols and I'm not going to find any. And then as soon as I put them away, I'm going to find some. Found some. So yeah, this YouTube thing is very new for me. I'm enjoying it though. I really am. I have so many ideas. I know that I just put out on Sunday a video that I really enjoyed planning and filming. So I hope you all enjoyed it as well. That was my first time on AliExpress. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what I was going to get. We just went with it. See what we see. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link that one up in the eye. I will link all of the things in the eye. But that was a fun one to do. I had been thinking about that one for a while before I did it. I also plan to do a couple more if you guys like it. And even if you don't really give your opinion on it. Because if you do not tell me you don't like something, how do I know? So I plan to do a couple more. Okay, again with the saturated symbols. Okay, here we go. I am going to place 5 by accident of these Y's and look at next to it. Do you see how dark that is? That's what I mean by, like, I don't know. I guess it's good that they only do squares, because could you imagine? Oh my God, that would be horrible. Could you imagine having round and the background shows through and it's not even the same color, like even close to it? It's like shades off. But yeah, I do plan to do a couple more of those shop with me videos. I have a couple more ideas in the works for different ways to do that. No spoilers though. I am really looking forward to a video that I have planned. It should come out sometime this month. I'm not sure when though, but it will come out sometime this month. Speaking of not knowing when something's going to come out, I plan my videos to go up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I know I just put out a video on Saturday and a video on Sunday. I think I also, did I put out a video on Tuesday too? Oh my God, I put out a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wow. That's a lot videos this week. Kind of proud of myself. So I know that I typically do 3, sometimes 4 a week. I'm thinking of upping my content. I'm thinking of making it 4, sometimes 5. I know it's not really feasible for me to do more than that. It's not feasible for me to post every day because I am working full time. And even though I don't have my son with me, for those of you who don't know or are new, in the interest of keeping my son safe, my fiance and I decided that it was safer for him to go up north, where at the time there was a handful of cases. I'm sure it's increased now, but at the time there was a handful of cases. And my fiance, his father, and I, we both still work. I work in a hospital, and he works, I don't know how you would say it, but basically, it's like a, I don't know, I'll have to ask him how to explain it. But basically, he's going into customers' houses and setting things up. And when he's not going into customers' houses and setting things up, he's going into people's buildings, work areas, and setting things up. So him and I are considered essential workers. And with school being closed and us not having daycare options because of the pandemic, we sent him at first to go be with his parents, my fiance's parents, and that was going fine for a while. And then he went to go stay with my parents and my sister, which is why the only time he appears, well, not even appears, that's why the only time you'll hear him on my channel is when we film whip and chats, when I go up to my parents' house. We are separate households, so I do wear a mask. And we do try I mean, obviously, we're not really keeping our distance if we're doing a whip and chat, but typically, when we're not filming a whip and chat, Well, even then during a whip and chat, we're at least 3 feet apart. But yeah, it's difficult. Okay, I'm back. My sister called me and we had a little conversation. I continued working while I was on the phone with her. The angle may have changed and the color I'm working on sure has, but I watched the footage back. So I do remember what I was talking about. I was talking about how the only time that my son is ever really present on my channel is when I'm up there, because he is being safe up there. And I do remember the reason we got onto that topic, which was content. I was trying to talk about the amount of content I want to put out, and I was saying how even though my son is not here, it is not possible for me to put out a video every day because I still do work a full-time job. Well, technically, I work a full-time job. That's what they're calling it. They're still saying I'm a full-time employee, even though they've taken away a day. Let's see. Why was I saying that? Oh, regarding content. So is that something you'd be interested to see? And what kinds of videos are your favorite that I've put out so far? I would like to ideally do more of what you guys like. So if you could leave that also in the comments below, tell me what your favorite type of video, whether I've done it before or not. Maybe I can try it. Pretty staple on my channel are unboxings, 1 to 2 a week. I don't know how much longer that's gonna last because packages are taking forever to get to me, which of course is completely understandable. Pandemic. A lot of these diamond painting companies either ship from China or are based completely in China, so it's understandable. Like, for example, I have 2 upcoming orders. Well, 2 upcoming, I don't know, are they coming? I'm not sure. They have been stagnant for a while, which again, absolutely not complaining. Totally understand everything that's happening. I work in a hospital, so I'm definitely not ignorant to the situation. But I do not know how much longer we will be able to do 1 to 2 unboxings a week because of that. I have 2 orders coming, or 3. Do I have 3 or? I have some unknown number of orders that I have either ordered in mid to late April or early May that have been stagnant and stationary and have not moved in weeks. I understand that as packages come in, they are being quarantined, especially when they come from other countries, so I understand it. But heads up, don't know how much longer we will be doing 1 to 2 unboxings. I still have, I think I have 2 pre-filmed unboxings that I haven't put up yet that were from a little bit ago, I think last week and the week before. I'm trying to kind of save videos, so to speak, to make sure that I am never without something new on my channel, because whip and chats are fine, and post reviews, kid up with me, like staple core videos are fine. But I think that everyone enjoys an unboxing because it is a new product, and you really get to see if that's something you want to spend your money on, which is kind of why a lot of YouTubers do it, because 1, it's something that they get to take in and check out, And another thing is that they can check that content out and then put it out for you to check out as well, so that you can decide which, I mean, full disclosure, back to the reminiscing about the YouTube days, I have a couple other hobbies. I enjoy reading, which I talked about in a previous Whip and Chat. I really would like to start a book club. Riley Sager just put out a new book. Oh God, I don't remember. When the Lights Go Out in the Dark, something like that. It is, I love Riley Sager's books. I have enjoyed all three of the ones that he's put out. Final Girls, The Last Time I Lied, Lock All Your Doors, or Lock All the Doors, whatever that was. I love Riley Sager. So if you are interested in reading a Riley Sager book, please leave it in the comments down below. We will have a diamond painting book club. Sound fun? So I have a couple other hobbies. I like to read. I like to play The Sims. I like makeup. And I think that's it. I think those are my hobbies. Makeup, books, Sims, diamond painting. Yes. So I always watch unboxings of makeup before I purchase it. Because how are you going to know if it looks like, obviously you can see the product on. Okay, possibly another angle change, another phone call from my sister. I continued working again, but I do again remember what I was saying because I watched the footage back before I came back. I was talking about how I always watch an unboxing of a makeup product before I purchase it, because although you can see it online, it's different to, like, it's the same concept as looking at this online. Online, this is a beautiful image. In person, it's a beautiful image. But what they don't show online versus in person is how bright and saturated the colors are. So in makeup, that is a good thing. Bright colors and saturation are a good thing. So when I watch an unboxing and people say things like, oh, the colors are so bright and vivid, when it comes to makeup, that's a good thing. Another thing I watch unboxings for, or reviews for, are Sims games that are coming out. There's one coming out on June 6th, I think. I'm not sure. But there's another Sims expansion pack coming out soon. And before I purchase it, I will watch other people's reviews and gameplay of it to decide if it's it's a product that I would like to purchase. And the same thing for books. There's an entire community, BookTube, and I watched that for a very long time as well. And how will I know if I'm going to like a book? Based on the synopsis, because I think we all know that descriptions and synopses can be misleading. So I generally watch at least one or two people's opinions. Of course, their opinion can differ from mine, but I feel as a consumer in today's society, it is my responsibility to make informed decisions. So I typically watch at least one to two other people's opinions on it. So that is why I would like to keep going with unboxings, and I would like to try out new companies so that I can make sure that you can all make informed decisions as well. I know that for most of us with the DAC, you don't really have many options. I mean, they have so many options for canvases, but as far as right now, things are limited. So when you see a canvas that is releasing, you got that trigger finger, man. You're sitting there and you're waiting on release day, and it's like that for makeup too. I have battled many a people on release day for makeup online. And I have lost and I have also won. But for other companies that don't have like the DAC kind of following and fan base. There we go. I knew I would come up with the word. I would like to, like, because as soon as Diamond Art Club releases something, it's sold out in what, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So I know that we can't necessarily do that for that if you're going to hop on their day of, but if you're not going to and you're going to wait and see what other people think, I would like to be able to bring that to you as well. I want to look into, there's a couple companies that I'm looking to buy from. I just want to find an image that I'm genuinely excited to do, because I know that for some of the DACs I have purchased, although they are beautiful images and although they are something I really wanted, I really do have a collector's mentality. If I have one, I feel the need to have them all. So when I had seen some of the paintings, I bought the ones that were like them. Like, for example, I have, I Choose You and Something Sweet, and I have not started them. Although they're beautiful images, I bought one, so I had to buy the other. So that's a problem I have. But I want to make sure if I'm going to buy from another company that isn't DAC, that I want to test the quality of, I want to make sure that it's an image I really love. So, I mean, I had seen a couple on, oh God, I think Star-Or, maybe pronouncing that wrong. Star-Or is one of the companies I want to check out. I really want to check out TSA. But I'm waiting for an image that I genuinely, oh, another one, DIY Moon Shop. I really want to check them out. And Mystical Diamonds. There's so many companies I really want to check out. Paint Gem, Royal Diamond Painting. I want to check them out, but I don't want to pick something just to pick something and then not enjoy the image, because if I don't enjoy the image, I'm not going to do it right away, at least. I mean, I really plan to do all the paintings I own, just like I plan to read all the books I own, just like I plan to use all the palettes I own and play all the Sims games I own. I don't buy things with the intent not to do them. So it's not that I won't ever do it. It's just that it will be put on the back burner when it comes to things like Diamond Art Clubs that I have that I'm genuinely excited to do. Like, unfortunately, y'all see me unbox Here Comes the Bride. I am a huge lover of Tim Burton and spooky-like things. And I could not wait to get that one in my hands, and I couldn't wait to start it. But when I had purchased that one, I was still in the middle of, I believe, Neverland, and then I didn't finish Neverland until after Mad Kitty came out. And because I wanted to do Mad Kitty more than The Corpse's Bride, Here Comes the Bride, Mad Kitty got put to the front, and Here Comes the Bride is now on the back burner, especially since it's an older kit. And I think we're all kind of like kids here in the diamond painting community, where it's like, ooh, new, bright, and shiny. So I think that we're genuinely distracted by those types of things, because everyone wants, like, I mean, you don't go out and you don't buy something just to have it sit in your closet, but then when it comes time for new releases, you don't buy those to sit in your closet either. So they wind up kind of taking precedence. And as much as I like to say that I will immediately hop into a canvas that I already own, I know that when Diamond Art Club, my new Diamond Art Clubs get here, I will, if I'm still working on this, I will hurry up and finish it, or I will put it off to the side. And honestly, if I put it off to the side, that means I'm never going to finish it. I have a habit of doing that, like with books. If I set a book to the side for another book, I don't think that other book's going to get finished. And I always say, oh no, I'm definitely going to finish it. But I never do. Unless I put it off to the side and I don't read anything else. I go through reading slumps. I've been in a reading slump for a while. But I don't want to say which Diamond Art Clubs I purchased this past Saturday, because I have had some things happen with Diamond Art Club in the past. I have had 3 paintings not sold out from under me. So it's not like I had it in my cart and I was checking out and then it left. I mean, I paid for them, pre-orders, and, well, no, that's not true. Once upon a December, I had purchased, I think about a week after it had come out, and I purchased Neverland and 2 pre-orders at the same time. And Neverland shipped. Once Upon a December did not. So I contacted the company and I said, I obviously know everything that's going on. I am in no rush to receive them. I just want to check on the status. I wanted to see if Once Upon a December would ship with the pre-orders or if it would ship individually. And they said that they would check on it and get back to me. Mind you, I had already paid for the paintings, had already received Neverland, and had it had already been a while when I contacted them. And what symbol is this? Okay. And I waited for them to get back to me, and I was then informed that Once Upon a December had accidentally been oversold. Okay, no big deal. They refunded me for Once Upon a December. I put it in my wish list, no big deal. Then I waited 7, and it was just this past weekend. 6 weeks, roughly 6 weeks I waited for my pre-orders in that same order to come. And I contacted them again, not trying to harass them, just trying to see if everything was okay, because on my status, instead of partial, because they had fulfilled Neverland, it said fulfilled. Oh, why isn't this going in? Okay, there we go. It had said fulfilled. But when I went to track the package, because I did not receive an email, that's why I contacted them, because I did not receive an email saying your order has shipped. But the status said fulfilled. And when I pressed track package, it was giving me the tracking number for Neverland, and it was saying that my package had been delivered on April 25th. Yes, my Neverland had been delivered on May 25th, so that was accurate. But when I contacted them, they said they would, again, get back to me. No problem. They got back to me about a week later and told me that it had happened again. That I had purchased the paintings, checked out. Mind you, I had already been refunded for Once Upon a December, so I had already had that money come back. And then they ended up issuing me a refund for both the pre-orders as well. And unfortunately, one of the pre-orders was a discontinued piece. So I will, even though I purchased it and I have since obviously received my money back, I will never have that painting, which is really disappointing. So I don't want to say which paintings I picked out from Diamond Art Club because I have already been disappointed twice now. And I totally get it. It is obviously something that can happen. I've had it happen in makeup before where the company had accidentally oversold, so they refunded me the money. So it's not a huge deal. It happens. It's just really disappointing, especially to have it happen for 3 paintings. So I'm really skeptical now of DAC's confirmation of order. I mean, obviously they've confirmed that I paid for it and they've confirmed that I placed the order, but because I have another pre-order out and it has been a couple weeks. I think we're going on 5 weeks for that one as well at this point. And I will be very disappointed if it happens again. And if it happens with the new releases, I will once again be very disappointed. And I'm sure I'm not the only one it's happened to. And again, I'm not complaining. I know that people have bigger problems in the world, especially right now. I know that there are larger things happening. So I'm definitely not complaining about a canvas. But I am skeptical for that reason. And my wax is out. I'm skeptical for that reason to share which paintings I purchased, because they're purchased. But and I wonder how that would work. Oh, low power mode. Sorry. I wonder how that would work because I used a coupon. I had achieved the $100 off coupon. So I wonder how that would even work. They can't refund me the money because the money they would be refunding me would be a coupon. So let's try not to be negative Nancy's and let's just look positive. My order has not been canceled, so I don't need to worry about that yet. But anyways, what did you guys try to pick up from this past release? And the day that we're seeing this is Wednesday. By this time, Diamond Art Club, if they're doing another week of new releases, they will have posted, and if this one goes up at 11 my time, they will have posted one image and will be posting another one shortly by the time this goes up. So what did you get from last week's new release? And if you've seen any of the new releases for this week, which ones are you planning on getting? And what is going on? They have been coming for me. Like, I feel so singled out and attacked right now. They have been releasing really, really good ones. Like, I mean, since I started this, I have been slammed back to back with beautiful pieces. I did miss out on Lumina by Micah Jelena. I think that's how you pronounce it. That was the very first week that I started diamond painting, and I wanted to purchase it, but I was unsure of Diamond Art Club at that time, because that would have been my very first new release. So I kind of wanted to test the waters with a painting. Actually, I think 2 paintings I purchased instead of that one that I felt may have been more up my alley than that one. So that was the first one I missed out on. And then the following, let me see. What did they release after that? I think it was 2 Mandy Manzanos. I believe it was Here Comes the Bride and I Choose You. And then the following week was Mad Kitty and Something Sweet. And then the Cheshire Cat, Lose Something. And then I didn't purchase anything this past week. Nope, I don't think I purchased anything. I think I may have purchased... No, I didn't purchase anything at all from any company last week. I only got baggies. Is that right? Yeah, I only got baggies. I'm pretty sure. And then this past week, they came for me so hard. They attacked me. They beat me with beautiful paintings because they had Sweet Tooth, Mother Earth, and Sugar Plum Fairy all in 1 week. Now, this will have been my first Mica Jelena if I get it. And this will be my first Mother Earth if I get it. Again, I don't want to tell you that which ones I picked out just in case it happens again. But yeah, I had purchased those two. So because I really liked Lamina and I really wanted to try Mica Jelena in the meantime, and I missed out on Melodies of or I don't remember what it was called. Melody, I don't know, the 70s cute one by Mica Jelena. I had missed out on that one because I hadn't been on Diamond Art Club's website at the time. So I missed that one, and I missed Lamina, like I said. And then as far as Hannah Lynn, I hadn't done any by Hannah Lynn, and I wasn't even really interested in Hannah Lynn. I think her pieces are beautiful, but they're not really my vibe. But Mother Earth came for me hard. Oh my God, that one is so beautiful. The colors, the different parts. I mean, the whole image is like so many aspects of Mother Nature all in one. And it was so, like, I'm not even like a really big outdoorsy person, but that one is beautiful. I mean, I'm a little worried if I do get it about doing it. I'm afraid people are going to think I'm pregnant. But I loved that one. So hopefully I do get it. And hopefully I do get Sweet Tooth. So which ones did you guys try for? And which ones did you get? Let me know in the comments below. I clearly tried for 2 or more. I'm not going to say anything. I tried for 2 or more. And I did get order confirmation, but, you know, we'll see. Right? We'll see. I have had to cut so many times, and I'm watching the time go by on the camera screen to see how many minutes I've been filming. And because I've had to cut so many times, I don't actually know how long this video is, and I don't want it to be a 30-minute whip and chat. But Lord knows, if you let me, I will talk for hours. So I would like to have like a happy medium, maybe an hour video. Let me see. I have so many things to talk about, and then I get on camera and I don't say all of them, or I have so many things to talk about that I pick one, and then that topic leads me to another topic, which 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 leads me to another topic, and it's been hours and I've said only one thing. I am very much like that. I don't know about the skinny washi tape. I'm not really a fan of it. I pulled it off. I typically like to section my paintings and then like have a, y'all have seen me work on Neverland and y'all have seen me work on Mad Kitty and now you're seeing me work on this one. I like to have multiple sections, and then I'm working on this entire section, but it's remaining covered as I go, and I have one color and I work on it across the board. But this painting, I need small itty bitty sections, which is why I did think here and then here, and then I was working on here, but I couldn't do it because it was hurting my eyes, so I jumped over here. And now because this is more darker colors, that's good, right? More dark colors. What am I trying to say? Because the colors are darker on this portion, it's not hurting my head as much as this was, so I feel better about working in 2 sections. So let me know what your thoughts are on Dream Your Designs too. Are you one of the people that tried the original run? Are you somebody who tried the original run and then tried the secondary run? I have 2 more. The Mystical Tiger or something like that. And then Confetti the cat. I got Confetti because he looks like my cat, Caesar. And I got the Mystical Tiger, like I said, because I wanted to compare it to something. Watch this video be like 6 hours long. Yeah, I'll try to edit it down. I don't typically like to edit my whipping chats, but if this video goes for 6 hours, I'll try and edit it for you. There won't be any editing at all because the way that I have been talking, each topic has led into another topic. So if I cut one topic, no one will know how I got to the next topic. So maybe I won't be editing at all. Let me see. So my son's last day of school was this past Friday. And I couldn't be with him, obviously, because I worked. But he was with my mom and my sister and my dad. And my sister was in charge of helping him with his... What is that? Okay, it's just dirt. I've been having so many holy drills with this canvas that and I'm not one who inspects my drills before they go down, so I just pick them up and put them down, and then once I put them down I realize, oh my god, 16 drills have holes in them. Let me see if I can find one to show you. Oh, that's a half drill. There we go, there's one. That pink one right in the center, it's got a hole on the side. Can you, is it, focus. Whatever, I'm not going to try and bother with it. I'll take a picture of it and I will insert it here. But anyway, my sister was responsible for helping him with his Google Meet. So, just looking for these holy drills again. So my sister sent me a video of my son. I guess they were doing some kind of sing-along. But he enjoyed his last meeting of his friends. Afterwards, confidentially, my sister told me that some of the mothers were sitting there and taking over the show. I would have loved to have been there for that so that I could, I don't know, how would you say it? Put them in their place, set them straight. I'm not sure. But I probably, they were like, according to my sister, they said things like, oh, yes, child's parent will set up a phone call with this one and this one. And then another parent would do the same thing with their kid and someone else's. And I don't know if it's because I wasn't there and the rest of the, well, some, not all the mothers were there, but some of the mothers were there. They kind of stole the show and took over and forgot that this is for kids. But I'm not going to lie, it really pissed me off that all the mothers were like, yes, we'll set up a Zoom meeting with little so-and-so and so-and-so. I thought it was kind of rude because, like, I'm very much of the mindset that if you wouldn't want it done to you, don't do it to someone else. So, for example, if you wouldn't want me to sit there and set up a Zoom meeting with the kid and this kid and that kid and this kid and leave your child out, don't do it to mine. Like, that's some kind of childish shit that I don't get down with. That really upset me a lot because I know what it's like to be in his position and be left out like that. So I don't really appreciate it being done to him. And had I been there, I would have said something like, yes, and Austin, who do you want to set up a Zoom meeting with? Okay, who else? Like, I just don't feel like that was right. I'm not saying that it was wrong of them to set up play dates. I'm saying it's kind of, it's like telling secrets in front of someone. I just didn't think it was nice. It's been done to me before. I don't appreciate it. So I'm not a fan of that. When I told my mom that, she was like, oh, well, you got to try to remember that not everything needs to be combated like that. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, but you would have done it for me and Anna. And she's like, well, I did. And I'm like, exactly, We've all dealt with it, though. I mean, no one has been not left out. So, I'm not a fan of these drills. They're like, I mean, I don't know. I've never worked on a Diamond Art Club square, so I can't say that they're so much better. But the only squares I've worked on were, have I only worked on one square? Oh my God, have I only worked on one square? Is this my only non-Amazon square? Hold on. Let me check. Okay, so I was half right, half wrong. This is my only non-Amazon square, but it is not my only, it's not my second square. So I've done 2 squares, both from Amazon. This is my 3rd square painting that I've done. So I guess I'm having the same problem I was with those 2. Like with rounds, if it has a little bit of excess, I try to make sure that it doesn't go into the painting. But with round or circle drills, it is kind of easier to have them fit together when they have the knobbly excess than with squares, because with squares they're supposed to fit together perfectly. So I'm just between that and the holy drills, I find myself removing a lot of squares, which is fine. And it's this confetti that has me. I just worked on this symbol and I found 2 more from it. And then I will pull that one back out. And I will place the 2 I found And then I will look again, and I found 3 more. And then once I put this back, I will find more. That's the thing about confetti. And look, I worked on that symbol as well. All right, well, I'm sure this video has been long enough. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you liked it and you like me and you want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope you're washing your hands. I hope you're being safe. Bye, guys.